Regardless, yeah, I went to the deli. I've returned. The place was left a mess. There were hundreds of toothpicks on the floor. A bunch of half-drank cans of Mountain Dew. And Dorito dust. And Dorito slime. Bananarama? Sure. Yeah, Bananarama. There you go. But yeah, no, V-Dub and I, we cool. We cool. We definitely had a rough patch for a little while, but we cool. He said he's going back to the Spider Sanctuary to do some stuff. I don't know what he's doing. Did you guys find out what he does for a living? He won't tell me. Whatever the case is, I hope you enjoyed his hijacking of the stream. I don't think he has anything planned, you know, for takeover purposes, but whatever. Doesn't matter. On an unrelated note, just totally unrelated to anything that just happened today, in any capacity, green screens, specifically ones that are in the shape of an oval that fold in on themselves, are a real bitch to put away. Totally unrelated. You guys want Mario Odyssey for a little bit? Yeah, I think you do. Or at least I do. I like all the people saying no. There's enough not leaving to go watch a stream of their liking, which includes big zombie warfare. Remember, you always have a choice. Thanks to themselves, man. I really hate. Oh, I know. I was become robot for a brief moment. But before anyone here says something outlandish like I hate V-Dub, don't worry, he hates himself too. Sometimes he doesn't let it on, but I can tell. I can tell. Look at that. We've got liftoff almost. I just don't know where my Pro Controller is. I think fucking V-Dub stole my Pro Controller. What a cunt. I mean, I'm sorry, what a bad person. Unbelievable. Doob. Doob will be on Swatch real soon. Let me change. I'm not sure why all this Dorito dust is pretty much all around me. However, luckily, there is no Mountain Dew spillage, as far as I can tell. You know, I know he's got his needs. He's got some needs, that V-Dub, but, you know, I'll say this. He doesn't make a mess with the liquids, only the solids. Vinny, can you use the word skunt instead? I'm trying to get it to catch on.
Super Mario Odyssey!
I wonder if that's as offensive as cunt. The word skunt. It's not. It's not the same word. I know it sounds the same, but it's not the same word. Like, how does it work? I'm not sure how this works. Is it the way the word sounds? Or is it the exact spelling of the word? I don't know, man. It's confusing. I'm not sure how to do this anymore. I'll be your clown for this evening. So welcome to Mount Valbono. Man, this is a pretty fucking direct contrast to whatever random Rudy Tooty Shooty was being played not too long ago. I heard about it. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. Vinny, isn't the meaning behind a word the offensive part. Yeah, those lines are being blurred very, very, very heavily these days. So, I'm not sure if skunt is acceptable, I'm sorry to say. So we're gonna have to distort it a little further. I vote we say... scump. And then it should be okay. Is that fine? What did I get at the deli? Man, I got the sickest bagel. I got a bagel with like actual blood in it. Let's see. I know what I need to do. I need to go up to the top of the mount. Well, you can't blame me for trying, can you? Twunt and Twuntsgrundler. These are good suggestions. What deli is open at 1 AM? I want a sandwich. There's, like, in New York... there's, like, always a deli open. Oh, this is where I was last time. This is where the task, the deed has to be completed. Okay, we don't want to fuck with the Hammer Bros or the Pan Bros. Because you know, they don't pay the bills. Here we go. Little challenge room. A lot of people asking Vinny, is this the best Mario game since Mario 64? And I don't know if Mario 64 was the best Mario game since Mario 64. I feel like that's highly
subjective.
That's highly subjective, but I also feel like Mario 64 being a great game adds to the experience of this being a great game because there's some nostalgia for the 64 version. But I can't answer your question because I haven't finished this game yet. In fact, some would say I didn't get to the meat and potato of this game yet. I'm still working my way through it to get to them potatoes. Oh, nice, nice, I see. You can make little, portable... Oh, that's awesome. After that last bit, it must be nice to be in Pepto-Bismol world. You have no idea. I mean, what are you talking about? I definitely didn't have to vomit up a bunch of Mountain Dew. See, I was distracted by thinking of vomiting Mountain Dew. Great. What a skunt... sorry, scump. See, if I'm gonna say really bad words like scump, I should hide them, like, you know, 45 to 65% through my videos. So that way, if Reggie watches, or Bill Trinan, if they decide to watch, you know, they won't hear me say scump. And I will appear to be, you know, like a family-friendly Nintendo gamer. You know? If I just do it like that, I think it won't be as bad. Fucking Christ, I don't know why So yeah, if I could do that, I think I might avoid problems in the future. So from now on, whenever I stream bright and colorful Nintendo games, I won't be saying words like scump or peck until, like, 45% through! Oh, God. Man, if I wanted to be tortured, I would play UN Squadron again. Jesus. It's really hard to get a feel for how much torque you need to apply. Yes, the word torque is the one I'll be using, but how much momentum you need to apply to Fireball Mario, because it's not just like regular Mario running around, it's a little bit more tricky than that. It's definitely a little tricky. And who said this game was bab? This game is not bab. Well, you know what? I can't even really say that, because you could probably stick with... Oh my god! You can probably stick with the easy moons and just avoid these and still beat Bowser. But then are you really getting the most out of the Mario? I don't think you are. I think if you want to get the most out of the Mario, if you buy this game and you don't go for like at least some extra moons, then you're not actually getting a good money's worth out of this purchase. You know what I mean? Ah, there we go. There we go. But the game definitely throws moons at you. Me and KY talked about it as well. If you are unfamiliar, I almost became Irish for a brief moment here. But if you're unfamiliar with very much of what I do, aside from be a clown Mario, KY and I do a podcast called Two on the Vine. You can find it on YouTube and iTunes and all that fun stuff. And the most recent edition, we talk about this game. And we love it. We really had a lot of positive things to say. But we also discussed some of the bab and obvious moons. And is that a bad thing? And I think the conclusion we arrived at was that... yeah, it dilutes the potency a little bit, I think, is what we arrived at. Like, in my opinion, having so many easy moons definitely decreases some of the challenge, but not in a bad way necessarily, but in a way that makes you feel like, okay, maybe it's not as challenging if I just stick with Bab Moon. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do with this. So... but for people, you know, like most of us who probably spent a long time getting a fuckload of various moons... then you will have a very, very good time, and there will be tons of shit for you to do. Put it in the stew. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I thought I only needed to do that once. Okay, I guess I have to go all the way back. Playing a dangerous game here. I don't know if you can see that. Where is the goddamn pot? I don't even know. It's like over here. I gotta get to the other side of this. Can you break this cheese? Fine, I'll do it myself. That was like not a very appropriate reaction. That was way too much of a reaction for what just happened there. Let's be honest. That wasn't very much of time. That wasn't very much time lost. That wasn't like me, let's say, playing UN Squadron for 2 hours and then losing. Definitely wasn't that. Oh, you fucking scump. What a fucking pecking scump noblet scrunt buncher. Frumpy dumping mother frumpin'. So I watched I don't know, like YouTube does the autoplay thing, and sometimes I just let it do its thing and just see what kind of K-hole it'll take me on. And I ended up watching a number of James's Monster Madness stuff that I'd seen most of, but not all of, and they did a good thing where they combined like various series worth of Monster Madness into one video. And I really like listening to James talk about movies. It's great. I like his Of the Dead, the George Romero stuff. That is an interesting series. 3 of the best like horror / zombie movies, followed by a bunch of like nut. Like George Romero just nutting into a cup and putting it on film. There's another golden turnip somewhere. Curvy boy get. So, I would say my favorite is Dawn of the Dead. If I had to pick one of the early Romero Zombo filmbos. Most people would probably say Dawn of the Dead, actually, but... And not the remake, which wasn't all that bad, actually. I think that was one of the more... And didn't Hack Snyder direct that, oddly enough? But I thought that was one of the more, palatable remakes. And, it's decent. Shaun of the Dead? Well, I'm talking specifically George Romero directed. And I know George Romero did not direct Dawn of the Dead remake. But, I think Day of the Dead is also really good. But, yeah, I mean, this time of year is great. I love the Monster Madness stuff. For, Halloween and slightly beyond. Until I'm sick of ghouls. In which case, then we can just, you know, we can just stop. But I'm still not sick of ghouls, just yet. Meat Plateau, here you go. What the fuck is that? Twitch. Are you kidding me? I get to be meat? What? What a big stupid bird. What do you think his M stood for? Oh. Good point, Desert. This whole time I thought M stood for medium. Turns out M stands for meat. Revenge of Bird. Another thing that KY and I talked about was the large variety of visual styles that this game attempts. Most of which I think it does really well, but KY and I, KY had this point that he feels like Mario 3D World is gonna age better than this game visually. Because 3D World was all like, you know, flat textures, well, mostly. And really cartoony. Had a consistent kind of classic Mario style all the way through. And this one, kind of, you know, you got real people. You have this, you've got, like, weird kind of, like, forest textures with, you know, like, real-looking trees. So, I mean, I don't totally agree. I think there's some merit to that. I don't think 3D World is as bad as people think it is, but I think this game looks beautiful, and it continues in the tradition of, the Mario 64 thing really nicely. But yeah, the visual styles are all over the fucking place, for sure. Low poly like this will remain timeless. I agree. Blasted all the way back here. That is one angry volcano. And the volcano is still erupting. For anyone just joining now, you just missed a VDub stream. Listen. Me and VDub have made up. We cool. For now. Alright? You don't want to miss that stream. Yep. You know who you are that just joined. You know who you are. VDub deserves more attention. Trying to start his own stream. Watch, one day you're gonna be on Twitch and you know, for those conspiracy theorists that, for those conspiracy theorists that think I am VDub, one day you're gonna be on Twitch and you're gonna see a VDub stream and me streaming at the same time. And you're gonna be very confused. As will I be. Then again, there is the replicant theory, which I also would like to put an end to. Just because I was holding a lamp and there was some weird reflection in my eyes does not mean I am, in fact, a replicant. Okay? Just because I have a Blade Runner 2047 hat and one day dream to, have a Blade Runner blaster, that does not mean I am a replicant. Speaking of, here's another YouTube K-hole that's really fucking easy to go down. Adam Savage's channel, or just anything Adam Savage, like, he has this, he's got a couple of things where he does, like, a project in 24 hours. In, like, a day. And then he also will just show you his progress on stuff. Like, he's really interested in movie props, obviously, but his passion and enthusiasm for it is addictive. He built the fucking Blade Runner blaster. Like, from pictures and a mold and just, you know, whatever resources were available to him. And he got really, really, really goddamn close. Tested, yeah, tested. I really like watching shit like that. Yeah, I mean, his studio is hired from time to time to do, like, props for movies, so this isn't exactly something that it's just a passion for him or a hobby. This is also work. But, you can tell with the Blade Runner stuff, like, he's nuttier about that movie and that's, well, now series. He's nuttier about that shit than I am, by far. So, seeing him actually talk about, like, there's like 3 videos of him talking about the blaster alone, how he made it, comparing it to the real one, checking out a bunch of... There's one video of his entire collection of that blaster, and there's like 8 versions of it or more. There's shitty replicas from the early days before they had a version of it that they could make a mold of. There's like a really bizarre version that was drawn by, I think, Sid Mead. There's the Japanese one that they made that ended up being used in the new movie. What does it shoot? Well, actually, it shot blanks. In the original movie, that prop was actually built around a Magnum. So they had a Magnum, and they built around it. So it would actually fire blanks. So they would be able to get that, like, that flash in camera. So, the replica, the Japanese, I think it's called Tsukamatsaru, or something like that. I'm probably butchering that. But they do a replica of it, and those replicas were used actually for the new film. And anyway, it's an interesting process seeing how, in the early days of people trying to recreate this gun, it looked like utter shit. And then there were shysters that were selling versions of it on eBay for a lot of money, and it wasn't even close to accurate. So collectors had no choice but to get, like, shitty, like, bad reproductions of this blaster that's, like, a really iconic weapon for movie prop collectors. And, Adam Savage ended up building it because he just wanted to have his own version of it. That's the type of YouTube K-hole I'll go down, like, fairly easily. And it's, you know, and the other thing too, it's like really good for when you're doing shit around the house, like, and you don't have to pay full attention to it. It's a good background noise kind of deal for when you're not watching streams, and I don't really watch very many streams. Because, as I've stated many times, I tend to do them myself. And as a result, I'm not always down to watch video game streams. I like video game history. I like learning about games, beta versions, the boundary break stuff, but I'm definitely not into watching full playthroughs anymore. A little bit. I'll watch, like, highlights or James and Mike Mondays sometimes. I'll watch, like, retrospectives, reviews of the entire series, that kind of stuff. Oh, nice. Fuck yeah. Did someone say Inspector Gadget? I also like funny screenshots, you know, from games, like when people post them online. Big fan of funny screenshots from video games that I'm currently playing. So, for example, wow, good job, Ben. Excellent. Yeah. Oh. So, like, I'm going to show you a couple screenshots from this game that I didn't take, but have been making the rounds. I think they're excellent. That's one of the best parts of the photo feature of this game, is being able to take... everyone's able to take photos, not just people with, like, capture cards, you know? Wow. So, for example, like this right here. I like that one. This one's pretty cool. You know, you get to see some of the world, some of the characters, experience some of the story. This one's good. And then this one. So it's like a wide variety of characters. You might not have even seen some of these characters in your playthrough. And that's the thing, like, it's one of those games that, much like Breath of the Wild, everyone has a different story. Everyone has a different experience. And, people get to find things that maybe their friends didn't find, and the photo feature is really good for that. So you can share your experiences, maybe watch them, you know. Some people just like to watch. Did the Bill Trinan translate that part? I believe Bill Trinan had something to do with that part, yeah. Those characters. He translated those characters in particular, yes. Yes. I would imagine so, because you want your best... You know what I mean? Like, you want your best guy on your Mario game. Game kinda isn't fucking around here. Getting some of those, Rainbow Cruise from Mario 64. Not as... honestly, that platforming was... the difficulty was compounded by the camera. In this case, it's just some pretty tight jumps. Not even that bad, but still. That's the kind of platforming I like. Do I have to, like, fly up this thing's butt? I love that some of these boss battles... Oh shit. Oh! I love that some of these boss battles utilize the enemy mechanic. So that, it's not just Mario throwing Cappy every single time. Yeah, that does absolutely dick. Oh shit. Oh, it's curvy now. Oh. Come on! Come on! We doing one more? I think we're doing one more. It's gonna be a zigzag, isn't it? This next one. Zigzag vomit, here we come. Oh no, it's gonna be platforming vomit. Oh, this boss fight is fucking awesome. And just so ridiculously perfect and stupid, and it fits Mario nicely, is what I'm trying to say. Vomit and Mario go hand in hand like spaghetti and meatballs! I'm gonna murder you, Luigi! Your mic sounds different. It is... It's not as hyped. It's, slightly more on the natural side because it was like, you know, the compression that I had on my voice, like, and the limiting and the amount of mid-range boost I was doing. In other words, for those that don't know what I'm talking about, shit was loud sounding. So it's a little bit less, for better or worse. It's still a work in progress. I'm still working on some stuff. Do the chef room before leaving the kingdom. I would, but I don't know where it is. It's not like I'm specifically depriving you of the chef room, I just don't know where that is. Get it, Berg? Oh, it's right by the shop, okay. Oh, I see what you mean, I see what you mean. Okay, you want me to get the chef uniform. Here's real person. Real field. No way, we already met in the Sand Kingdom, Metro Kingdom, and Cascade Kingdom. You hop all over the place, don't you? Hey, here, a gift. What could top this place? I mean, tip-top, sky-high, and maybe above and beyond.
Oh, can we rent it?
Oh, you sure you're up for this? Because I know a place. We'll head out as soon as I grab some stew. You telling me this thing can go to space? How does it feel to travel backwards in time by 1 hour? You're right. You're fucking right. I looked down, it was about to be 2 AM, and now it's 1 AM again. Does that mean I have to stream for more? I'll consider it. Let's see if let's see if the Mountain Dew sits in V-Dub's stomach improperly, which has nothing to do with me, so I'll let you know how I feel. Maybe we could do a little bit more, at least. This here's a place where chefs come dressed to cook. Looks like you got the clothes on and the hat. Come right in. Overcooked minigame. I've got this pot on a good simmer. Really brings out the flavor. But you know what? Could be better. A little hotter. That'd do it. But I just can't get any more heat from that lava. Really? Okay. I would imagine that putting lava in a stew would ruin it, but... Testicle of Christ. No! Guys, are Vinny and Joel the same person or unrelated streamers? That always baffles me. I know there's a lot of people that come in and say to me, Vinny, how, you know, are you, I thought you were Joel. Like, they come into the chat and they say, I thought you were Joel. I thought Vinny and Joel were the same person. But there's also like 10 other streamers. Now, why would I pretend to be another person for, say, a couple hours on top of my streams? Why would I pretend to be someone... Oh, wait a minute. We are the same person. Yes, hi, I am Joel. Nice to meet you. Nice vegetable stockpile. Hey, Veal Dub was a real person. Just saying. Oh, and I am also the other nine or so streamers on Vinesauce. Remember that. That's correct. Yes, Veal Dub. So since the clock reset, you know, I've been live during so many daylight savings time events that this is something I'm starting to get used to. However, I'm going to rebrand daylight savings time to daylight gaming time, because you get more stream when I do that. He's got jokes, kids! Keeping them coming. Someone emailed me recently and said, and I'm really behind on my emails. I'm gonna try my best to catch up a little bit tomorrow. But, someone emailed me and was like, Vinny, you recommend Red Letter Media a lot, but they make fun of Star Wars. Why, and I love Star Wars. Why would I watch something that makes fun of the thing I love? But they still are interested. So, my answer is that you should you should absolutely watch Red Letter Media and specifically the Phantom Menace review, because you know deep down something is wrong with that movie. Even if you love it, or you think you love it, or you have nostalgia for it, you know it. You can feel it. It permeates every frame. And I think the Plinkett reviews are cathartic, and they release an inner turmoil that you didn't know you had necessarily. So it's fun, and it'll make you laugh, and sometimes you can kill the things you love a little bit and still love them. I love the Phantom Menace, just in a different way now. It sucks like 13 dicks in a row, but I enjoy it. It makes me laugh. There's jokes you can do, there's memes, there's all kinds of fun scenes that make no sense and are stupid and wonderful, and I hate it, but I like watching it. So that's my answer to you, random chat member. Since he took the time to steal the stupendous stew, I imagine that's what he's serving at the reception. Seeing as how we've got some time to kill, let's review some useful skills. How about we are good on the useful skills? Next up we have that Bowser in Bowser's Kingdom. That Bowser? I've got a bad feeling about this. Are we shaking? Why? Chef Mario to the rescue. On top of a fucking dragon? Where did Bowser get a Rathalos? Jesus. Dude's doing some pretty crazy shit. I mean, I'm not all about this wedding thing that he's trying to do, but if you can steal a fucking Rathalos and have dominion over it, it's pretty amazing. Ruined Kingdom Crumbledon. Dark. Wouldn't you know it, the Odyssey's broken again. To fix it, we must collect more power moons. But I want to change. I don't want to be a chef right now. I want to be a gangster, a wankster, a certified prankster. Shit's fucked. You can blame the Mountain Dew and V-Dub. I mean, not me specifically, but you can... Never mind. This is cool. I didn't expect anything like this from Mario Odyssey. Oh my god. Oh my god. Probably a good move for me to get that, don't you agree? Nice! Cool fucking boss fight. Man, this is not the Mario I grew up with. Though I am not complaining, this is cool as fuck. Oh my god. It's like UN squadron level avoiding? Dodging. Ah! Fuck! Oh man. That would have been it. It was robbed from me. I robbed myself. But this is a really smart way to demonstrate a fairly easy mechanic. Be like, oh look, these are the things that you need to pull off of the dragon in just a couple minutes. Here they are. It's like an invisible tutorial. Cappy's not like,
Hey! Listen! You see the swords? You have to pull them out with Cappy. With me. I am Cappy. That's right, it's me, coloring. You have to use the coloring. Cappy.
that's weird. Experiencing some difficulties. Good shit! Couldn't get up there. I couldn't do a wall jump off the fucking thing's teeth. What is happening? I gotta use a ground pound jump next time, like straight away. Alright, never mind that. It's like sometimes I can do the ground pound, sometimes I can't. It's user error more than anything. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more careful with this one. I'll just go up the side. I think the dragon wants me to help. I think it wants me to save it from Bowser's dominion. I think Bowser is influencing this dragon's mind, and you can see the golden Bowser thing. I think it's a poor innocent creature. Which is why we need to save it, and then bring it down to Mount Volbano and cook it. Alright, it's time to start carving. I wonder if I'm gonna get the Rathalos gem. So I can build Mario the ultimate armor. I want to build a Cappy that's made of like sharp, razor-sharp dragon scales. Now we can continue our journey. Thunder and lightning in a Mario game usually means bad news. Well, it was certainly a doozy of an interruption, but I'm glad we got the ship fixed. Seeing as how we've got some time to kill, let's review... Well, there it is. Next, let's look at Bowser's Kingdom. Architecture, statues, Bowser's Castle. Wait, he's got his own castle? Man, we gotta help those, too. Wait a minute, why is... We got some Japanese influence here. Well, this is a little different than usual. Bowser has gone feudal. Only Waluigi Mario can defeat the Bows. And spay for the Dorit. Let's do it. Hey, on the plus side, V-Dub left an entire fucking pack of Doritos here. I actually don't mind Doritos so much. I must attempt to consume them, but very slowly. Soon we will have implants within us that can allow the developers of such trash games as the ones, well, you know which ones, to track how many Dorit you have in your system. Like, it's a device that measures your biochemistry before and after Dorit. Okay, this level's kind of amazing. Burbario. Makes like a little tweet noise. Okay, so there's a game mechanic that maybe wouldn't have been easily communicated without a little video on the bottom right. But even so, the bottom right video, it's a nice like little... It doesn't interrupt anything. It's not annoying. It's just there. You look at it, and then you get what it's trying to convey, and it's gone. I think I like Burb Mario quite a bit. Yeah, I really like Burb Mario. That's awesome. That's an awesome game mechanic. Pecking that shit. Okay. Oh. Okay, that's awesome. This is like a combination of 3 different Mario enemies from the past, and also kind of new. This is cool. They go like this. They sound like me and Mike's friend Gamby. Well, ex-friend. God, sorry. Fucking scritch. I'm scritching because it's been very weirdly itchy. Try not to scritch because the bird is itchy. But he goes like this. He goes, "Roar!" That's what Gamby sounds like. Not the condensation guy. It's a different person. Mike has got plenty of stories about him. Yo, I'm a floating brain. He would also go, "Roar!" So. He was more of an acquaintance for me. I would say that he was too dark. He was too much of a Sith Lord for me to really be friends with him, but I was acquainted with him often. Perhaps too often. He offered you spice, didn't he? Wow, you have a pretty good memory. Yeah, he did. It was the fucking fake weed because he couldn't smoke because he was on probation or something, and it was the spice stuff that apparently ruins your brain. So of course I was keen to try it. No, it's called like Lucy or something. Oh, you can do a spin attack. This bird is Zelda. No, not LSD. Sweet Lucy was the name of a fake weed. That and like just spice, but it was all like really like, you know, there was like fucking cotton in it and like marshmallow extract and all this bizarre stuff that you should not be smoking. Ah! Well, you've just witnessed the birth of peck as a swear word. Yeah, I was at a two separate barbecues today for a short time, and that was my day. It was catching up with people from my old job, and also catching up with some people that I see every so often. And it was good. Both had fires going, like fire pits. So I smell like a fucking fire right about now. I just smell like burnt wood. Which sounds not so bad, and it's not, but it's a little bit overpowering considering it was two fires and for a very long time. It's like probably should have changed my shirt kind of stuff. Isn't that illegal in New York? No. This is Staten Island. People have backyards. So you can't, it's not like people, again, I don't live in Manhattan. I don't walk out of my house and it's big buildings. There's a very common misconception. Not all of New York City is like the Empire State Building. But yeah, no, you can do it as long as it's controlled, I think. It's not like a dumpster fire. Like tonight's stream. One must not kill the burb. My friend Dave made this really weird dish. was like a German thing. It was like a German-themed barbecue, right? So it was like bratwurst with mashed potatoes on a roll with crispy onions and a little mustard. Mustard or hot sauce, depending on your choice. And it was unfucking believable. It's really, really good. The luck. Oh, you get even more height when you do a circle. This level doesn't feel like a Bowser level. It kinda doesn't. I agree. I mean, I'm okay with that. We've done the same Bowser level for very, very many years, so I'm okay with some risks. I think it's... honestly, I think it's paying off. I really like this. Can I just be this bird in every level, please? Birdario is best. Okay, let's see. There we go. There we go. Don't fail me. Beak. Beak, don't fail me. Beak, don't fail me now! Strong beak. Good for pecking. Only burbs can truly perceive reality. Good. I want them dead. It's a pretty substantially, like, long game, too, even if you just take away, like, all the extra moons. There's been a lot of variety so far. Let's look at this. It's like the Tanuki Mario. Nice reference. It's also kind of funny to me to think of, you know, how long, like, a game like Mario 3 was. Like, you would wait 3 years or 2 years to get a new Mario game, and you would just endlessly replay Mario 3, but it's still only like a couple hours long compared to this. Mario 1, really short, but it's like, you know, obviously the games were tougher to some extent, so that you would have to die and replay them. Why are people in this world? Damn your door! This looks like the thing that was scaring the shit out of Matsumoto. In Matsumoto's haunted hotel. Oh, nice. There he is. There's Tanuki. Speaking of Mario 3. It's a fucking Korok puzzle! Haunted Samurai just wanted to make sure Matsumoto was hydrated. Remember. Always, always remember and love Haunted Samurai. For he wished nothing more than the well-being of Matsumoto. I know. I'll explore everything here. I just want to do one thing at a time.
I just want to die.
Just what?
Who's on Vinesauce?
Wear the Luigi or clown outfit for the final battle. There's an Easter egg. Okay.
Who's on Vinesauce? Yes, so he won that.
Oh wow. Yeah, I really did buy everything. Jape. Japes. Okay, yeah, it's Japes. Someone's just being Japist. Aren't these the coins? Like these Bowser coins, aren't they the ones that Meowth wears?
Oh, you and Justin for that.
It's not a Jape. It's a Jape, but it's not a Jape. That's kind of cool. Fuck. I succumbed to the purple drink. a dumbass. You know, I actually had something I wanted to tell you, which is... Tonight I had a moment I was very proud of. I got to brag about an accomplishment. There were a couple people at this one barbecue I went to. Well, one of them. That were talking about Cuphead. And I told them I finished it in under 100 deaths. And they treated me like I was some sort of video game god. I mean, obviously you can't tell I'm a video game god just from this display, but... They said they had, like... something like 200, 300 deaths. I was like, yeah, no. Pro expert gamer Vinny completes 2D section. But I didn't think Cuphead was like the end-all be-all of difficulty. I don't know. I mean, I feel like people like exaggerated how tough Cuphead actually was. It wasn't easy. It had some pretty fucked up moments, and it was mostly boss battles, which can be a problem for some people. But I still feel like Cuphead was fairly, you know, is about on par with a lot of classics. I think Ninja Gaiden was probably more difficult than Cuphead. I think, which game am I thinking of? Ghouls and Goblins? Or Ghouls and Ghosts, one of those. Secret? This dude sounds like Daruk. Yo! Some struggling. What? Oh, fuck. You know what's extra cool? Talking to drunk people when you're not drunk. But talking to new drunk people. Where you don't know. Like, one of the things I was at, the last thing I was at tonight, I didn't know 80% of the people there. Maybe 75. Maybe 70. but I arrived a little late, so everyone was already pretty smashed. So here I am. Here I am. More or less sober Vinny. Talking to lots of brand new drunk people. Many of whom will go on about a single topic for a half hour or more. One person told me about every detail of what happened on their day today. I learned that they woke up. I learned what they had for breakfast, which was French toast and a waffle, which seems excessive. One or the other. One or the other. And, then I found out where they went to. I know I could recite, like, they went to this place, they went to this store, they went to go help someone do a thing. It's very good information. Good information. But I'm still stuck on the fucking French toast and waffle in the same day. Strange. The wedding's almost here. The boss is getting ready in the keep up ahead. You two can scram because you're definitely not invited. I will gladly remove you from this plane of existence. No ketchup. Oh, you can do that. Nice. That speeds things along a little bit. Just have to aim my shots appropriately. Yo, I hit the UFO hat. Sorry, flying saucer hat. I mean, it's identified. Be gone. Be gone. Yes! Okay. It's like these statues from Metroid. Them statues. You know when you play Metroid and you gotta kill Kraid and Riddler? No hearts around here, right? There we go. Haha, the boss wasn't kidding when he said, "You two are persistent. I owe it to the family, to all Broodles, to come at you with everything I've got." This one's the wild card. Some say if you find this Broodal at the end of a rainbow, your wishes will come true. Alright, now that's just comedy amount of hats. Look, if it makes you laugh, it's comedy. Look. Look. Ah, damn it. Shit. If only I would have gotten that heart. I should have fucking, there's a move I forgot to do. This one. I vote we petition Nintendo to upload a patch for this game so that Mario's mustache is also colored like his rainbow fro. It just doesn't feel right. Otherwise. Oh, jeez, I'm getting kind of tired. I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy this. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. I genuinely did not want to do that. I don't know if you'll believe this, but my intention was not to go into roll mode. This fucking music. Kinda don't want to defeat Bowser as a clown. I might rather do it as Luigi. Still thinking about it. This isn't okay. As long as alright, so you know what? Let me just if it's not Bowser, then I'm gonna end up doing you know, whatever this is, I'll just go through it as clown. Let's do this. Yeah, it's a little bit of a spoil. I don't feel too upset about it though. I can handle that one. Sure others would disagree with that, but dead on bird rival. Now these are 3 AM puns. Yeah, I know it's not 3 a.m. I know what you're gonna say. Fucking daylight savings time is discombobulating me. And now it's gonna get darker earlier. God damn it. Can we just be gone with daylight savings? I've yet to see very many satisfactory answers. I know about the farmers. I still fail to see- you know what? I still fail to see how the farmer thing could still influence things to be daylight saving. Like, why do we still need to do that? It's just annoying. I mean, I get it. Yeah, it definitely, you know, it doesn't give you more sunlight. It just makes people want to wake up at a different time. I mean, it's not like you're adding light to the world. But whatever, whatever. I'm an asshole. I don't know what I'm talking about. Massachusetts, it's planning on doing away with daylight savings time. Are you serious? That's gonna be kind of fucking confusing for the rest of the East Coast. Drive to Massachusetts, get there by 6 p.m. for a meeting that's at 5. And you're like, oh, wait, no, I'm here. Oh, shit, I'm an hour late. Well, never mind then. Testing something out here. I can peck right in the forehead. Hawaii and Arizona don't do daylight savings. Yeah, it really just seems more inconvenient than convenient. I get it, you know, and I appreciate the farmers that feed us, and I love me some vegetables. But, you know, fuck. Anyway, I can't even really fully articulate good complaints, like well thought out complaints. My whole argument about daylight savings sucking is because, like, fuck. And that's as much as I've got right now. God damn it. Of course people are saying that that's a glory hole and a money shot. Now entering glory hole. Bortis, it's not called that. No one says that. I actually fucking laughed out loud. Bortus is best character, by the way. Bortus almost never fails to make me at least chuckle. And no, I'm not talking about Bortus Simpson. That's a completely different character. That looks awesome. Look at that clown. It takes the piss out of the entire cutscene. On the moon. Yo, maybe Spelunky 2's up there. Ooh! Down with the clown with the big ass frown. Face in the ground. Peck. Yeah, break the legs. Peck the sack. I love this bird. Come on, a little faster. Nice. Bird is not very fast. Apparently there's a cheese for this boss that involves staying on top of it. It's like fireworks. It's thematic. I don't know how much cheese I can accomplish. I cannot commit to the cheese. Come on. No, no, no. Don't. Do not step. Do not step on the bird. Oh, jeez. Cut! I really hope they're just dead now. Can we just never see them again? So, about that clown Easter egg. Anyone here see any clown Easter eggs? Vinny, it was Japes. Vinny, it was not Japes. Vinny, it was Japes. Vinny, it was not Japes. Vinny, it was Japes. Vinny, it was not Japes. Vinny, it was Japes. Not Japes. We were one step away. Bowser flew off to the moon. But we can chase after him in the Odyssey. Throw me on that globe. It's on the next level. Oh, it's not on this one. That Mountain Dew really somehow just like transferred from V-dub to me. Like we're I think we're psychically linked. There's some kind of like mysterious connection. Let's see, how much dew was consumed tonight? Let us see. 7.5 ounces, right? That's how much each of these cans holds. I feel like my arm is like seizing on me and I can't use it. It must be the Mountain Dew. I would say probably about 12 ounces. This is the first soda V-dub has had, and myself have had. Rather, Jesus, this is hard to talk about without giving up the secret. But this is the first soda that has been consumed in maybe, like, a couple months. And even then it was just a little bit. Mental. Bowser's not getting away. We'll chase him all the way to the Moon Kingdom. Certainly a lot of kingdoms in this game. 12 entire ounces of soda. I'm dead now. Let's see how much sugar is in 7.5. 29G. So I'm like, so we're talking maybe like 40 grams of sugar or so. That's like about, I think that's just past the daily recommended amount. Good.
I'll go to the one place they can't find me. Space!
Don't you look dapper. 2 must be over there. No dilly-dallying. No time to dilly-dally shilly-shally. It's time to go. But not really. But not yet. As expected, gravity's like kind of weird here. Like weird, like as in moon weird. Who would have thought? No, but to be continued. To be continued. I know there's a ton of post-game stuff. There's still more worlds that need to be explored and seen. There's still the friggin' Mushroom Kingdom, which I only got a glimpse of. I mean, there's a lot to this game, so we're not quite done yet. But we will get there eventually. I have to blue ball an edge because I'm tired. And this is definitely, as we all know, daylight savings time, and it's more like 3:15 a.m. So, it's about time. But I hope you enjoyed the streams tonight, both VDub and myself. This was, Mario, there's like a bed, there's like a futon right behind you. I hope there's plenty of Mario Galaxy references in space. Okay, so, little art.